Hello and welcome to Know Your Fandom. In the previous video, we talked about what a ship is and the words that went along with it. One term I actively avoided to mention in that video because I thought it deserved its own video. That word? Shipping wars. Shipping wars, or a ship war, it's when within a fandom, fans who are for one ship argue or rant about fans who are for another ship. Just saying you don't like a ship is not part of the shipping wars. It's when one actively attacks and starts belittling those who ship an opposite ship is when it becomes a war. A prime example of this is Aang and Katara fans versus Zuko and Katara fans, best depicted by the art created by DeviantArt user Soroko. The fans would argue who would be the better love interest for Katara over a span of the original Avatar: The Last Airbender series, even after the creators confirmed that Aang and Katara would eventually marry and have children in the Legend of Korra spin-off series. Sometimes these wars can be small and leave no effect, but that's rarely ever the case. Others span through years and still leave people bitter and angry. These attacks can last forever and usually end up leaving a bad mark not only on the people but the fandom name itself. And some shipping wars directly attack the creators of the show. The fans get so riled up about ships and who should be with who that they directly harass and threaten creators because it didn't turn out the way they wanted. While most creators do enjoy fan input and content, threatening creators will cause them to allow less fan input. While it's obvious this type of behavior is not acceptable, so far it seems it cannot be stopped. The bigger the fandom, the more obvious these wars are going to be, and the bigger outcry by fans will be heard. These shipping wars shouldn't be the blemish that stop you from joining a fandom or being interested in the content being created. May also make alliances with those who ship another. Both parties can gang up on one other ship. These are called shipmates. This tends to only happen with larger ships within the fandom. However, it wouldn't be surprising to see minor ships send attacks to bigger ones and try to bring them down a peg. It's so sad to see that this quote-unquote war has caused so many issues in so many fandoms. No one can truly enjoy one major thing within the fandom without another getting upset. Most fandoms shouldn't be like this, but you cannot just assume all fandoms or a specific fandom are like this because of a small few. It's usually run by people who don't fully understand what they're doing or believe this is the right way to deal with some of these things. If you ever find yourself in one of these situations of a ship attack, the best is just to ignore it. If it evolves any farther and the harassments will not stop, be civil and talk about it to the person. But if they pursue and do not listen, report the user to the proper administrations. I hope you learned something new today, and fan on!